Hello everybody, welcome to the tutorial of the famous song Stranger in the Night, which you will find some details in the description. So I've modified the original key of F to C. Naturally, once you grasp the harmonies that I'm going to show you, and if you have a digital piano, do not hesitate to use a transpose or transposition, depending on the model that you have. They are also made for that, and your manual will tell you how to do it by reading it, but it is always very simple. So of course, as usual, my channel you will find in another video under the title guide the whole song to help you with the general understanding. So in key of F it was not difficult like this. But the reason is really too high for me, for my voice. So I'm descending 1, 2 from the F to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 semitones below in C, because in C it will be really easy key. That's the most easy key, but and then I can sing you the guide. But my really tone with 1, 2, 3, 4 in D flat, normally in D flat. Stranger than a night, a changing glances, wandering in the night. You see, it will be a really key, but D flat is not an easy key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. So from D flat, I'm descending a semitone below, and then it will be on the key of C. It will be an easy key, really easy key. So I've made the choice like a compromise, you see. So it's really interesting. But if you use your transposition key, so for example, let's have a look. This is in simple models. You have the neutral position, and we're still up. We have all semitone. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 from C to F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So 1 from the neutral position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I apply, and then in the C. It will be exactly if we play in the F, it's like the original key, like Frank Sinatra. So, like this. Stranger than a night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. What were the chances with the cheering love? You see? I stopped the transposition, you see? In F, it will be exactly the same key, you see? Stranger than a night, but in F. And now if I'm playing again in C, and we are going to play in C. So, and then if those level, for to match with your voice is not interesting, you have the choice. You have 6 semitone below and 6 semitone up higher. So 12 keys. Representing, so you can have the choice, and you choose exactly with the transposition key of your digital piano where your voice will be really comfortable. So it's an advice, but we are going to play first. So we have a lot of things to do. I mean to play the melody, the rhythm, the chords, and the rhythm with your left hand. So I've simplified. Normally the rhythm with your left hand is like this. You see? Bum bum bum. It's like this. Bum 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 bum. So I have simplified. We are just only to play like this. Bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum. You see, it will be really easy. We're going to use just only 2 notes. You see, the root and the fifth, and we avoid bum 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 bum. And because we have a lot of things we should sing, we should play the melody. Because let's have a look. If I'm playing in ballad like this, stranger than a night, exchanging glances, one, but without the melody. Stranger than a night, exchanging glances. Even I'm playing just with the fifth. Stranger than a night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. You see, is not interesting. So in C it will be really easy to play. We see that just after the introduction. The introduction is I make the choice. So you can do just a G sharp 5, okay? Root, third major, sharp 5, the fifth sharp 5, and the root on the top, like this. And then stranger than a night, and start to sing. There's a lot of possibilities. So I have make an option on proposition to start with C. So we're in scale in key of C. Let me give you the scale of C and to give you a trick for to make difference between the major 7 and the 7th will be really important. So root the scale of C. I'm talking always in degrees and in natural scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major 7 root from C to C. So I've said major 7, yes, because you will always find the major 7 a semitone below the root, and the semitone below the major 7 you will always find the 7. From the 5th is the 3rd minor, okay? The 7 is a sun minor dominant. And 1, 2, 3, 4 semitone above the 5th. The 5th is just. It's a major, so C major 7, for example, and C7. Of course, it will be not a trick if it doesn't work on all the keys, of course, on the 12 keys. For example, on the D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root, root set 5th, major 7. You see, a semitone below the root, that's the major 7 you'll find, and a semitone below, that's the 7. Because it's the third minor, you see 3 semitone above the 5th, okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4 semitone, and then you will never lost if you apply that semitone below major 7, semitone below that the 7, okay. You put the root, the third major or minor, well, it's depending, okay, on all the keys, of course. So it will be very important to learn that. Okay, so C, first chord for the introduction, root, 3rd, 5th, root. It's only inversion of the C, just a triad, and then bam 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 the motif, and then E flat diminished 7. So 1 bam 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 bam, and then the same motif. So C D D C D. Okay. So E flat diminished 7. How to build a diminished 7 from the E flat on the scale? I'm talking always in natural scale and in degrees, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. So root, 3rd, 5th, 7. You keep the root in place, you diminish the 3rd, the semitone, the 5th, and the 7. So bam, 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 bam. So we have E flat, G flat, A, and C. Bam, 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 bam. And then we're descending on D minor 7 from the E flat diminished 7 to bam, 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 with the same motif. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so on the scale of D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major 7 root, sun minor, 5th, and the 7. You remember 7 a semitone below the major 7. Why? I mean, it's same thing, 1 tone below the root. You see the D. Okay, so we have D, F, A, and C. Bam, 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 and then we resolve by F flat 7 and a semitone below G7. So A flat, scale of A flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major 7 root set 5th, 7. We keep the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th. The root is coming on the top. That's really easy. C, E flat, G flat, A flat. And then we're descending a semitone below from the A flat to G7. See? Instead of C, you play B. Instead of E flat, D. Instead of A sharp, F. Instead of A flat, G. You see, like this. Bam, bam, okay, bam. You see, and that the G7, but root set 5th 7 on the scale of G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Major 7, 7. Okay, and root, of course. So the root is coming on the top. So A flat 7, G7, and then we start to sing. Okay. So again, slowly. Bam, bam, ba-da-dum. C, E flat diminished 7, bam, bam, ba-da-bam. D minor 7, bam, bam, ba-da, and then bam, bam. Okay. So A flat 7, G7, and then string. So with a rhythm, okay. I'm trying to use just only those two fingers with a good point of view from the top, or just so, or whatever, like this. Okay. So the melody is really, you can catch the melody. Stranger than the night, a changing lenses, wandering in the night. So you keep the third and the fifth, and you catch the notes with the finger that you are comfortable, like this. Stranger than the night, bum, exchanging lenses, wandering in the night, bum. What were the chances? Okay. So if it's difficult because you have to sing, to play the chord and the rhythm, and so you training, and then I'm not born with independence completely of the hands, or the both hands. So you training, and it will arrive. Of course, I'm not a genius. You see, bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum bum. You see, bum bum ba-dum bum bum. And then on the so stranger than a night, exchanging lenses, wandering in the night. What were the chances? And then you say we have one tone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 semitone above. You see this triad. It's exactly like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The same. You see, space between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 semitone above. We are doing exactly. We didn't change the root because it's always a C, but it's a C. We start with a C6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, we'd be sharing love. You see, before the night was, we'd be sharing love. Before the night was, and then through not before, be sharing love. Before the night was, and then through, and then through, and then on through, you are just playing the F, you see, with a D, because it will be a D minor, through, bum 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 bum. With D, the triad, root, sun minor, fifth, D minor, sharp 5, 6, sharp 5, and we go back. And when we go back on the triad, we are just changing the root on the top for to make the second verse. Something in your eyes was so inviting, something in your smile was so exciting. You see, it will be exactly the same thing. Something in your eyes was so inviting, something in your smile was so exciting. Okay, so but you play the both with the chord. It will be really easy. Something in your eye was so inviting, something in your smile was so exciting, and then we're changing the chord after. Okay, something in my heart, but we see later. Okay, so first between from the start. Stranger than the night, two exchanging lenses, wandering in the night. What were the chances? Would be sharing love. Okay, would be sharing love before the night. Yes, the night. So we are playing a B, yes, scale of B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, root, third, fifth, root. The root is coming on the top, okay? So we have E flat, G flat, B, yes, B, but you play the third, nine was, and on the 7, okay, instead of B, but, and then you play the root with your left hand, bum bum. Okay, nine was. So you play A with your right hand and B your left hand. Nine was, and then through. So D through. You play D left hand F. You can do that if you want the intervals with the root again. You bum bum. On the D sharp 5 you play A. That's the fifth. You see it? Reverse fifth. Bum 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 bum. And then something in your eye. We go back to the same motif. You see, rhythmic. Something in your eyes was so inviting. Something in your smile was so exciting. And then now we're changing with the G for the G. Something in my heart. So I can play here, but we are going to use the fifth. You see, because root third, fifth, 7. I keep the fifth in place. The 7 in place. The root is coming on the top, and the third is coming on top. So it's D, F, G, B. And of course we play the G and the D, because you see, we can do that. Something in my heart before my heart, but it's not comfortable. I mean, it's really more interesting to play like this, to make some space with the G and the D here. You see, pom 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 pom. Okay, so something in my heart. Same thing. Something in my heart told me I must have you. Told me I must have you. What I make wrong, because the G, because I'm reading on the F. You see, so it's not important. I mean, I make the transposition, you know, from view. So indirect. So where I am, yes, something in your smile was so exciting. From G now, 7. Something in my heart told me I must have. And then we are going to play the C9. You can tell me that this also the second, but the second that in extension, that the 9, 8, 9. Okay. Same thing for the fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4. That the 11, 9, 10, 11, and the 6. Okay, the 6 is the 13, 11, 12, 13. You see, so we say when it's an extension, we say 9. Okay, as the second, the fourth, and the fourth at the 11, and the 6. It's you see, when you play the second at the 9, okay, the fourth at the 11, and the 6, and you have all the scale, you see, and the 6 is the 13, and then we go back to the root, and we have all the scale. The second at the 9, the 11 at the fourth, and the 6 at the 13. But after, it's depending on how you use the voicing, okay. But then in this case, we're going to use something in my heart told me I must have you. Just the 9, you see, D, E, G, and then the triad. We're descending from the D to the root, okay. But we play the G, and then so again, pum 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 pum. When you're on the major 7, you play 3 again, and then on the 7, major 7, 7, you go back to the G like this. Okay, and then stranger than a 9. So we are going to use the A7 flat 9, okay, with with from the A, 1, 2, 3, 4, the scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the 4, that's so the 11, okay, so the flat 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root, 9, flat 9, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 11, and that it's only the 7 of the 7 of A7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, that's the 7. So we play B flat, D, and from the G, okay? So, and on the bass, we are going to play the A and the 5th, like this, because the next chord will be the A7. So, stranger than a night, two lonely people, stranger than a night, two lonely people we were, okay, and then stranger than a night, A7, see, root set 5th 7. It's really easy to go to this position, to this position, you see, okay, so again, stranger than a night, two lonely people we were, stranger than a night, boom, boom, same motif with your left hand, okay, and then up, what the chain up to the moment, up, you just jump to the, from the root to the flat 9, up to the moment when we, up to the moment, okay, so in the line, so stranger than a night, two lonely people we were, stranger than a night, up to the moment when we, and then say it over the low, okay, so D minor 7, root set 5th 7, we keep the 5th and the 7 on in place, the root is coming on the top, the 3rd on the top, minor, okay, so we have A, C, D, F, okay, say it over the low, and then say it over the low, say it over the low, you can play the, it's up to you, say over the low, you can just, you're on D minor 7, so say over the low, and then little did we know, you can just play the F minor, it's a reverse of roots and minor, it's 3 semitone above the root, the 5th, the root is coming in the top, say it all first, the low, and we resolve with the F minor 6, say it all first, the low, okay, no, that say it all first, the low, and then little did we know, okay, and then the last part, love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away, and then ever since that night. So we see this part. Just after we go back to the from the something in your eyes was so inviting, something in your smile was so exciting, something in my heart told me I must have you. And then on the bridge, stranger than a night, up to the moment, oh no, sorry, stranger than a night, two lonely people we were, stranger than a night, A7, up to the moment when we say over the low, little did we know, okay, so F minor, little did we know, minor 6, and then now, love, G7, love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away, okay? So melody is really easy, that all the white notes. So love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away, so G7, love was just a glance, A minor 7, A minor 7 and 11, you see. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the 4th, so the 4th is also the 11, so root set 5th 7, we keep the 5th and the 7. The root is coming in the top with the 11, A minor 7, the 7 and the 11. Okay, a glance away, 1, D minor 9, root third, 5th, 7, 9. You see that the second and the 9 were in extension. A warm embracing and then dance away. So G7 11, root third, 5th, 7. The root is coming on the top. Okay, and that the 1, 2, 3, the 4. That's also the 11. Away and dance away and okay, slowly. But you have another option. You can do just love was just a glance. You can just play A minor 7 if you want, and then the singing will be the rest. I mean, love was just a glance away, a warm embracing, dance away and okay. It's up to you. There's a lot of options. Okay, so but the best will be love was just a glance, A minor 7, 11, way glance away, 1, and then A minor 9, D minor 9, 1 embracing, and then G7 11, dance away, and the last verse, ever since that night we've been together, lovers at first sight, boom, boom, in love forever. Yeah? So, if you want to play when it's up on the second part, you can do, of course, because you can play again and again this song. I mean, like this. Ever since that night we've been together, lovers at first sight. You see? Ever since that night we've been together, lovers at first sight. Okay, you can do that if you want, but in the first line he's saying like this: ever since that night we've been together, lovers at first sight, in love forever, and then it turned out so. D minor with a 6, D, F, A, B. It turned out so right. G with B, that's the G. Okay, for strangers. A with A, C. In for strangers in. It's just only an ascending, you see, like a chromatic scale, you see, in interval part. Okay, for strangers in, and C, and then the end 9. So C, E flat diminished 7, D minor 7, G 7, C root third 5th 7. On the top, it's only the 5th, which is coming in the top. We have the 3rd, sorry. We have the 5th, the 7th, and we play the root on the top. So D, F, B, and then we're resolving by C. And the end, B flat, D flat, C, C6. So B flat, just the triad, root third 5th, B flat, D, F, D flat, D flat, F, just the triad, F flat, and then we resolve with a C, C, E, G, and A. C6, root third, 5th, 6. Okay, like this. 1, 2, 3, and then, of course, it's an option. If you don't agree, you can finish like this. Oh, stranger in the night. Something like this. It's up to you. That's just only an option. You see. You can just finish on the C if you want, of course. Yeah, well, you're adapting what you want to do. Okay, so maybe I'm just coming back to this part from love. G7 was just a glance. A minor 7 11 away, 1 D minor 7 9 embracing, dance, G711, away and then ever since that night, boom, we've been together, lovers at first sight, in love forever, D minor, it turned out so right, G, interval, G, A, B, so for stranger in the, and then you have another option is to do that 9 pom 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 pom. I mean, you play with the same motif, you see, C with G, and then E flat diminished 7 with the flat 5, the A, pom pom pom, and D. That the fifth also, that the same, it was the flat 5 or the E flat diminished, but it's also the fifth on the D minor, pom pom pom, and then G, C, okay, or pom pom pom, and then you sing, of course. I mean, it turned out so right for stranger in the night. And then if you want to sing again, stranger than I, or you can play the bridge if you want, stranger than I, two lonely people, we were stranger than an eye, up to the moment when we say our first love, little did we know, love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away. Ever since that time, bum, we've been together, lovers at first sight, in love forever, it turned out so right, oh stranger in the night. With the G would better. Okay? So you decide. So what I suggest is to play for you again slowly from the start, and in slow motion, okay? And then you will have all the details. That the most difficult will be to make the balance with your right hand and your left hand. So in this case, from the start, bum 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 bum. So C, E flat diminished 7, bum bum bum, D minor 7, bum 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 bum, F flat 7, 1, G7, and then stranger than a night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. What were the chances? Would maturing love before the night was through? Something in your eyes was so inviting, something in your smile was so exciting, something in my heart told me I must have you. Stranger than a night, two lonely people, we were stranger than a night, up to the moment when we say our first love, little did we know, love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away. Ever since that night, we've been together, lovers at first sight, in love forever, it turned out so right, for strangers in the night. Boom, boom, B flat, D flat, C, C. Well, I think you have all the tools for to make so beautiful songs. Of course, everybody know. Of course, this song will be inside the playlist that I've dedicated to the standards. If you have the curiosity to explore the content of my channel, you'll be discovering this one. Then you have the My Funny Valentine's, My Way, and a lot of other songs, Honesty. And you can discovering also all my passion for the bossa nova that I've dedicated also to the, of course, a playlist to the king of the bossa nova, Carlos Tom Jobim, but also Venice de Moraes, Toquinho, and a big content of Latin song. We have a Cuban composer, so fantastic. But that all the common point that I love them all. This is my lux. I mean, is to offer it to you, to suggest, to propose also songs that I'm love from since a long time, and I'm really enjoy to do all those tutorials. I hope you enjoy you too, because it's a sharing of the simplicity. I'm trying to do the best for to simplify everything for the beginners, because my channel is dedicated to the beginners. So and you maybe also should I was limit to forget, but I can't forget him. You will discovering also a playlist I've dedicated to Michel Legrand, and check it out because that's that the compromise that I should try all the times. It's between a really easy key and to try to be able to sing the guide. I'm not here for to make a performance. I'm just serving of guide, but I should sing. So but you decide. I've give you some options, but in 99% all the song you can play in ballad, okay, and then I give you another option on bossa nova or with a rhythm. But in this case particularly, I don't think so. It's interesting to play like this. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. No, it's not interesting really. So we should to make a little bit of movement like this. Stranger than online, minimum, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. But I understand it will be very difficult, but it's training, and that's the beauty of the voicing. So I hope you enjoy too, and I hope to see you again on my channel. You're welcome, and thank you very much for your fidelity, and enjoy the words. Thank you. Bye bye. See you next time.